Cheyenne, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
So I want to get right into it. Let's first tell me about Matt and that you knew about him all along.
Well, actually, I didn't. When he was born, I was 9 years old, and my mother told us that he passed away. So, given the circumstances, I didn't question it. I figured that's what happened because of her lifestyle. It wasn't until my late 20s that she confessed that he did not pass away and that she put him up for adoption.
Wow. So later on, you found out about
Mhm.
that he was alive. And
Yes.
when was that?
My late 20s. So it was after I started having children. I think maybe it started to make her feel like she needed to come clean with the situation.
Right. And you knew who the father was.
Yes. Well, once she told me that she had him. Yes, exactly.
And you were saying it was a guy that she had a long relationship with.
They had another child together afterwards.
Wow. But she was married at the time?
No. Well, she never divorced my father. So she never married the other man. She still carried my father's last name.
So your father and your mother weren't together at this time then?
No.
Okay. So fast forward to the other day, you get a message from me. What were you thinking?
Well, the funny thing is, I get so many spam calls on my phone. I ignore half of them. If it doesn't have a person's name that I have programmed on my phone, I typically ignore it. So I was actually on a phone call for work when the phone call came through on my phone. So I had to ignore it. But right when I hung up with work, I got a text message that said, I just left you a voicemail. And for some reason, I picked up my phone to listen to the voicemail, where typically I wouldn't. The voicemail was from you telling me that you were helping someone who was adopted out of Burbank in 1983, and I didn't even hear anything else. I hung up and I called you right away because I just knew. I just knew it had to have been my brother. So I called you and you gave me the details of having someone who was adopted in 1983 looking for his family. And I knew it was him.
And that was your reaction when we spoke, just like that, just like this. It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah. I keep replaying it in my head all day today, and I just can't believe that it's happening. I've prayed for this for a very long time.
I'm very happy for you, and I'm happy for your brother Jason, who is going to be on this with us today, but he wasn't able to make it. And you actually have another brother who is a full brother of Matthew.
Yes,
and
Daniel.
Right, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
and
he also has a sister, Gloria, would be a half sister as well.
And that's from the paternal side.
Yes.
And unfortunately, sadly, your mother passed away, what, 10 years ago?
This Monday will be 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have you spoken to Matthew?
Yes, I have. We talked for quite a bit yesterday.
How did that go?
It was awesome. I tried to answer as many questions as I possibly could for him. Got to hear, how his life has been, and thankfully he had a wonderful life. He was adopted by very loving people, and he had a great life, and that's all I could have hoped for. So, unfortunately, I had to tell him the honest truth that his parents did not get better, and both are gone because of their sickness. And it's unfortunate he'll never get to know them, but he has siblings that are here that want to have a relationship with him and learn everything about him we possibly can.
And I understand that he really had trouble trying to find you.
He said about 6 years ago, he contacted the hospital and he hit a brick wall. Just wasn't able to get past a certain point to get information.
And it really took us less than 24 hours to figure it. We're talking working around the clock to help him. We figured it out. We actually found through DNA, through 23andMe, his father's side of the family. We found his, I guess that would be his father's niece.
Right.
His first cousin. She didn't have any idea, but she figured that more than likely it would be the man born in 55, I believe it was.
Right.
And she said that he had passed. So getting a hold of you and finding you really put a closure to that, because we would not have known it if it was him or his brother. He had a brother 3 years younger, so we wouldn't have known.
Right. Yeah.
Right. We have not been in touch with that side of the family since we spoke with you. He's happy. Matthew's happy. And it's just a blessing for him that it worked out this way. And I understand that he's probably going to be coming down to Southern California to see you sometime soon.
I hope so. We hope to have something planned soon, so we can reunite.
That would be great. And I would like to be there for that reunion.
If we would love to have you there.
And you said you wanted one of these mugs, and
I do.
I will give you one of these mugs. And it is the holiday season, and I'm really grateful and I'm happy that it worked out for your family. I mean, it doesn't always work out, and this is great for you guys. Mm-hmm. And you're warm and welcoming. And what else would you want to say about what happened?
It's amazing. It's mind-blowing. I'm just beside myself right now. I still can't believe that it's happening, that I have my brother that I have not known where his whereabouts for the past 39 years. It's just unbelievable to me that he's back in my life and that I get to know him. And so grateful for you and your company for helping him find us, because I had no idea where to start. I never would have been able to find him on my own.
And I was talking to my team the other day, and we truly believe that we're probably the only ones that could have solved this case just by our tenacity, mm-hmm. our grit, and just really trying to figure this out and not quitting. Again, it only took 24 hours, but we worked on it round the clock for Matthew. We just wanted to get this done and give him what he needed.
I appreciate that.
Well, I want to thank you for being on here, and again, we'll be in touch soon, and hopefully I could be at the reunion with you and Matthew and the rest of the family.
Yes, I certainly hope so, because I want to hug you just as much as I want to hug him.
All right. Well, thank you, and you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You do the same, Jay.